Wait, why are we at Miami Swim Week? Who's doing swimwear? I thought Ray J's wife had a nail boutique or some makeup, and Nori's wife was opening a juice bar, so why are we at the swim week? Oh, Princess is doing this? Okay. And now we got Ace and his heifer here, and I don't know why. But Nori, we know you're not into fashion. We can tell you got on the same 1995 Vim clothes that you wore in all those music videos. It's okay. We don't come to you for style or good looks. So you stopped drinking for a week and hung out with your kids for 3 days, and now you feel like, well, I'm Pappy of the Year. I deserve another one. No, you don't. Now, why we keeping Princess pushing, oh, we need to have married friends. We need to have married friends. Ray J will cheat with the married woman. He snatched Whitney from Bobby. So the Haitian heifer said Ray J was trying to hook up with her for a song, but when was the last time he put out music? Girl, boom. Y'all hooked up for a plot line. Ray J, how you speaking the French patois? Or I don't know what they speak in Haiti. Patois is Jamaica. I'm sorry, y'all. But Ray J, you from California. You don't know nothing about that. That's on the other side of the country, heifer. Oh, Lord. Now we have the telenovela that's Amara La Negra. Best fiends. Oh, and here comes Sissy Lights. And she telling him she pregnant? You better go on and tell everybody. Now we got Ray J and Princess doing a double date with Ace and Miss I Take Charge of My Emotions. So Ray J had some hussy in the boudoir he shares with Princess. I don't believe it. I think this is just a way for them to play with their marriage and keep a plot line. I don't believe nothing he say no more, except for that he's pre-diabetic. That I believe. So Ace's heifer invites Princess on one of her feel-good retreats, and Princess could definitely use that. But now we over with Trina and her 4 hits on verses. Okay, why do we need Trick there? Why is it important that he shows up? I thought this was Trina and Eve's verses. Can't you stand on your own? I'm kind of with the management. You couldn't have mentioned nothing to Trick like, yeah, we should have had his flight and stuff in order, but he at least should have been asking like, hey, what's going on with this? When you're paying intern rates, you can't expect professionalism. Where'd you get the songs from? These are all the songs that you had? Child, I've been saying that for months. They're gonna say, we got more songs than that. This is not acceptable. He said, look, you said hits. These are your songs that charted. I can't be responsible for anything else. This is all you've got that was on the chart. Trina, you don't need nobody's 4 hours to prepare for nobody's booking. You can go over the same 5 songs you've been singing in 36 minutes, and it should only take about 20 minutes to get you in that cheap hair and shitty makeup. However, across town, the Haitian heifer's husband's gonna fess up to his hussies. So basically, he gonna tell his heifer to stop blowing up his spot. Now, hussy, how you know this man married, you gonna mess with him and then say, oh, well, I told the wife the first night because I had to be honest. My integrity means everything to me. Then your integrity should have kept your pussy off his penis. I'm sorry, but that heifer is just as much as skeezy as you. She's known this girl for 15 years and gonna fuck her man and then act like she got an attitude with him because he ain't told her on her time schedule. Nah, girl. You ain't shit. Now, Trick, at your age, you're supposed to be owning the restaurant, not cooking in the kitchen, slaving over the stove like some short order cook. So Corey goes over to get Trick to come to the verses. Corey seems like a verses himself. Flo getting ready to go to the studio and record with Ray J, and she thinks this could be her big break. With a 45-year-old R&B singer, I don't think so. But then her adulterer calls her. And he fesses up to fucking her friend. I mean, why it gotta be a friend? Can't you find somebody else? Like, a stranger is one thing, but a friend, that double betrayal. And then you know her friend ain't shit? Man, you really ain't shit. But neither is Gaia. So she upset that now she gotta think about this before she gets in her session with Ray J. And Ray J asking her all these Dr. Phil questions, but then gets upset when she wants some Dr. Phil advice because you the married one. And as much as you filed for divorce, I wouldn't ask you shit. Maybe the time. That's about it. So he said, you know what, you a little off today. I'm gonna let you come back another time and record the verse. Back with Trina at the verses. Speaking of verses, she upset that Trick ain't showing up, but you didn't invite him. You couldn't say anything, so don't be mad he ain't there. You would pitch a fit if you weren't invited. So now Flo going over to cuss out her husband for calling her messing up her studio time with Ray J. So he say he's sorry. She said, well, you told me this would never happen again. And that's why I trusted you and I can't trust you anymore. Girl, move on, because all he had to offer you was a sorry, I'm sorry. But also, you need to get rid of your friend who fucking your men. Oh, Lord, I see why Trina's radio show is canceled. This intro is so low energy. So Trick went on and showed up for Trina, but he said when he go on stage, he's giving us a great sweatpants tee. Honey, nobody wants to see your print. Oh, Dios mío, Amara la Negra tells her mother that she's preganto. I'm happy for the heifer. I'm just sick of her mama. Child, and that's where the shit ends. It's sad, but Black Ink Crew more interesting than my ammo. So we open with Rai Rai giving Don a pity job because he had that little vi thing. So he's like, I need you to help him. I don't want him doing too much, but I still need to pay him. Also, he's the only one of your friends who'll put up with your poor treatment. And you know he ain't interested in Ashley. Ryan, why you going on about height? You've been short forever. You've got your high pony. Then again, I can never identify with the struggles of a short man. I haven't been short since 16? Yeah, over half my life at this point. Don said, I can do what I used to do. I didn't work before. I just show up and turn up and make sure we're having a good time. You was acting like I was doing something before. Let's be real. Let's be honest. So I forget what her name was when she was presenting as male, but she is now Heaven. She left Chicago. She started her transition and she is back in the shop. And I gotta say, her makeup is coming along. It's gonna get better, but I've seen worse. So Ford realizes he needs to have a conversation with Nina, but he don't want to argue. Then let that woman go. Let her go. If you know, then let her go. Oh my God, Don, you and your lying. You really gonna be up here saying, look, you gotta understand, your stuff takes a back seat. This is where that child learns love. It starts at home. So it starts with your cheating and your outside babies? Is that where it starts, in your home? Your hovel, rather. Your hovel. I mean, you just have to shut up because you can't walk it like you talk it. You have stumbled and fell, and now that you are cheating in private, now that you learn to keep it out the street, you want to act like you this Cosby-esque figure. If you don't shut up. And also, that baby was not conceived in love. That baby was conceived in Hennessy. He don't want her. He don't love her. She thinks she likes him because he's sensitive and paid, but she don't want him either. I'm sorry, a oops baby is a oops baby. You got to realize I'm raising this baby with somebody I don't even know I would be friends with. And I think she wanted a heterosexual husband, but that's just me. 4 already looking into parental rights. Ooh, girl. Girl, I'm going to need you to come on out the closet. Out the closet. You looking up parental, good. You ain't never going to touch another pussy again. You ain't. Over at Second Shitty Inc., Drea walks in, no customers, no supplies, no Charmaine, same shit, different season. I mean, girl, come on. You know this is, for you to promote your side hustles. This is not for you to actually tattoo on camera. Miss Kitty, I'm going to need you to stay out of Charmaine's wig drawer because I thought you were her when you came in with them sunglasses on. I was like, oh, I recognize those greasy tracks anywhere. But they were yours, dear. They were yours. Maybe you've been spending too much time in Chicago and not enough in New York. So Charmaine done hired a new artist, and Kitty's peeved because she's like, I don't have a say. You're the brand manager. Charmaine told you I'm the boss. I hire, I fire. Take command from the tower. It ain't your shop. It ain't your shop. Now, if you want to open up a little makeup studio, girl, do that. But you don't tattoo, boo-boo. Then again, neither does Charmaine. Lotus in the chat said, shouldn't she manage the shop that's already open and have that packed with clients before you start worrying about hiring and firing? You ain't even got no supplies and no clients up in there, but you want to be like, I can't pick who's coming in. Don't matter who's coming in. Ain't no clients up and through. But also, Drea, you've got Instagram. You've been on this show for a few seasons. Shouldn't you be able to bring clients? Maybe you need to rent a booth somewhere else. Because if the show ain't bringing you no business, you ain't got no hope. You might be on your Donna. Now, Kitty, you the brand manager, and you want to hire somebody so bad, but you ain't got around to asking Charmaine if you could hire a receptionist, and that's because you've seen them books and you know you're in the red. So yeah, you're going to have to play receptionist for a shop that ain't open. Please. This is a reality show farce. Now, Black Ink Crew, they have a client or two. But y'all, Nine Mag is the serious business. That's why they had y'all open second shitty. So that y'all could play it doing tattoos. And focus on the storyline. Where's Danielle and her sissy? You know they gonna pop up. So Drea says if a client needs to make an appointment, how do they book it? Child, they book it through your Instagram. You know what kind of bootleg business you is. Kitty threw her hands up. She said, I'm the brand manager. I am not the boss. I have been informed. So I ain't making no decisions. Ask Charmaine. And you should ask Charmaine. But the shop don't have a manager because there ain't nothing to manage. And honestly, the little checks that's going out between all y'all is too much to diminish with another cast member. That's why Donna's so mad at Tati, because Tati eating at Donna's check. Y'all know you getting $500 an episode. You want that to go down to $4? No, you don't, because you can't afford it. I know I couldn't. Not for them hours. Oh, God. Now we got 4 in the studio. You can like music as much as you want, but honey, you ain't that good at making it. I mean, the little theme song of this show is probably as far as your career is going to get, and you need to be happy with it. But I just don't see the streets going for the bussy. And I don't see the bussy going for your streets. 4, now I'm going to need you to take responsibility for creating your own mess. You've been emotionally separating from this woman for months. You thought you could play heterosexual. You thought, oh, maybe this is the girl that will really turn me. And then I would say maybe 5 to 6 months into the pregnancy, you realize pussy just wasn't for you. Pussy just wasn't for you. It happened to me too. You gotta put it all down in a letter with your heart. It happens. Fortunately with me, I didn't get anybody pregnant and, mess up her life and a child's life while I ran off and pursued my own dreams. I ran off and pursued my own dreams, child and responsibility free, the right way. The right way. Thank God I'm gay. But she said in this text she sent him while he was at the studio that she went on and got her own apartment because you weren't in love with her and she really wanted you to be her husband and her family and her baby daddy, and you just were not able to meet that moment. You should have just said, look, I like pussy, I like pussy, I like men, I like thighs, I like ass. But you weren't able to, you weren't brave enough to just go on and say, look, this is going to break your heart. I will co-parent with you. I will be your friend. I will be a good dude to you. I will be a responsible father, but I'm also gay or gayish, bisexual, whatever you want to call it, but you don't want to cohabitate with a woman. On today's episode of Call a Thing, I think she would have been hurt, upset, maybe felt a little duped for a minute. But she went after you. I could see it by the glint in her eyes. She went after you. And that's what happens sometimes when you gold dig, you end up with copper. And I think she would have been able to be like, okay, after a year or two of being pissed off, she would have come around. But the fact that you made her break up with you, you're the eternal wimp. A wimp. A panty waste. Now, there's a lot of things you can say about me, but I ain't never wasted no woman's time. Know yourself. Now that's a read. That's a read. Oh Lord, and for trying to put it in the music, what happened with us? What happened with us? So happy in love, what happened? Y'all was never in love. Y'all was never in love. Don't put love in that. Don't you do it. You was not in love. You might have been happy. You was happy with a woman for a moment, but love, child, the fuck. Since Nina's been pregnant, all we do is argue. Since Nina's been pregnant, all you've done is get to know each other. Nina got pregnant, 2-3 weeks after you met? However, Charmaine go over to Dre and Charmaine give her the real tea. Honey, we ain't got no supplies in this shop and this is your livelihood. And it's mine too. It's already messed up from the jump. Drea is stepping up and jockeying to be the shop manager, and she's gonna eclipse Kitty because Kitty never really knows what she needs to do. And instead of focusing on the brand, which is already established, you need to focus on actually the day-to-day, kind of like Tati. And that's why Donna's so mad at Tati, because Tati's better at the job that Donna really wanted. Donna wanted to be that shop manager and get that shop manager salary. But now they got a tattoo convention to go to. And you know it's going to be all about, oh, is the paperwork filled out properly? And Charmaine saying, this is the first time I'm filling out this paperwork. Girl, you went to college. You got a whole degree and you can't fill out no tattoo shop paperwork? You got to have Drea help you out. Drea's like, look, I know what we're going to need. I know what needs to be filled out. Just let me handle this so I can prove myself to you. Even though you don't tattoo, Charmaine, so you really don't know any of this stuff. Charmaine, you cheap heifer. Is the shop gonna cover the booth fee or are the artist gonna pay for it personally? Yeah, they're gonna pay for it personally. Okay, then it's not a Second City event. If the artists are paying for it personally, if they're paying for their own booths, then they're gonna be at their booth. So you're going to expect everybody to really pitch in when they're paying for it personally. So Charmaine, you've already set yourself up for disaster because you don't know how to run a business. If you want everybody to pitch in, then everybody needs to be getting the same accolades and it needs to be one big booth for Second City Inc. and y'all need to show up. I mean, the deflated look on Drea's face when she said y'all going to pay for it personally. That's like me saying, oh, Chris, I'm going to do a GoFundMe to go to DragCon, but you pay for it personally and I expect you to be out there. You know I would never. Ever. I'm going to have to start calling you shit man. Didn't she fuck up the paperwork in Vegas? Yes, Miss Porter, she did. Oh, Lord. We come back from commercial break and Kitty already throwing herself at the new tattoo artist Prince. And I will say, he kind of cute. But she like, oh, you got to jump into Lake Michigan naked. So you already trying to see him naked and you didn't just met him. Didn't you learn anything from C's and Rai? Ooh, do you know how thirsty you look? You should have one of them off-camera boyfriends where he'll like pop up here and there and take you out for a nice dinner, but you still chasing shop schlong. That's sorry after all these seasons. Oh, but now Kitty gets a FaceTime from the British heifer's friend and she's still trying to get with him. So you're just the Donna of Chicago? You just anywhere it can land, you gonna sit on it, huh? See, heifer, you can't say, oh, we just kept in touch and became really good friends. Like you and Caesar were really good friends, and you and Ryan were really good friends. A friend in need, honey. You a friend in need. Oh, and now he's gonna teach Kitty how to tattoo? Oh my God. You are pathetic. You've never expressed any interest in tattooing with all the professionals that have been around you, but now you want to learn how to tattoo from him. I mean, at least you're gonna get something out of it other than a plot line. Maybe you're good at it. Maybe this is a new part of your career. And maybe I'll sprout wings and fly. Meanwhile, across town, Four's lady is moving out. And he's trying to act disappointed about it, but you can see his hidden glee. He can't wait to get back to the bussy. Four, you really fitting to leave without saying goodbye? So it's the goodbye that you want. You want her butt out. HBO stands for her butt's out. But it's not that baby please stay. It's just you weren't gonna say goodbye. Why you even shoot this scene? Ooh, you sorry. You and these little Coolio braids. You both is sorry. So Four pulls a litigious sissy. I want to have a say in what goes on in my baby's life legally. So when are we going to formally establish paternity? Because he's like, I know ain't no way I get you pregnant. I ain't slept with a woman since I was 16. So Four says, no, baby, you stay, I'll move out, which makes sense because that's why there were all them boxes. So Four is still like, no vagina, no vagina. But you can stay here in this cute apartment. We could work it out from here. Girl, I ain't never seen a man not want a woman so much where he gonna leave his home. He gonna leave his rental. I'm sure he's roommates with somebody else. I mean, child, he don't want you. Ooh, he don't. I've never seen this level of he don't want you. This is like with Sarah Plain and Tall and Boring Jacob. This is how much she didn't want him. Or the blonde and the butt. This is how much he didn't want her. Yeah, that's a married at first sight. Or pregnant at first night. So Don and Charmaine are finally back cool now that Ashley seems to be over the fact that they used to bump uglies on the sink. Pepperidge Farm remembers. And the truth is, Charmaine, you were the other woman. And you still cheated on Neek with him, and you was just mad the show put you on blast, but you said y'all ain't gonna Ryan Henry me. So Four is getting ready to give an emotional tattoo, but I want to know, how did you go from, oh, we're booed up episode 1 to episode 4? I just want to co-parent. Oh, the way Four is talking about this relationship with his baby mother is excruciating. I owe it to my child to have a relationship with my baby mother. I owe it. Obligation. Four, I tried to tell you, you should have been listening to the show. From the streets of New York all the way out to Vegas. It doesn't matter if you're rich or rich when famous, because you can't get London pregnant in the anus. No, you can't get London pregnant in the anus. Yeah. You should have stuck with London on the track, because now you got a baby on your back. Charmaine tell Neek, Don invited me to his gym opening. He said, nah. I love you, but I can't trust you around him. Oh, that's right. Don told everybody that Charmaine and Van bumped uglies. And I believe it. I'm sorry, Neek, your girl cheated. However, across town, Don's getting ready for his gym opening, and he said, ooh, we could do OnlyFans, walk backwards on the treadmill naked. Now, that will make you more money than the gym ever could hope to. That will keep your shit open. I would subscribe. I will admit it. I would subscribe to see Don walk backwards and forwards on a treadmill naked. I would subscribe. Oh, no. Four can't do his grand opening because they had a positive Vivi test. Well, that was the shit. So I'm going to see you soon for something.